Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Friday, January 1st, at 3:26 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 642 headlines from 108 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Los Angeles residents failed to stop Christian singer from holding maskless concert. Mike Pence asks judge to toss Gohmert's lawsuit that seeks to overturn election results. Trump predicted he would lose and blamed Jared Kushner in COVID testing. Rep. Jamie Raskin announces death of 25-year-old son. Trump budget director bans key staffers from meeting with Biden transition team, says report. NYC police ask for help locating woman who tackled a black teen after accusing him of stealing her phone. Florida Supreme Court delivers the holy grail of lawsuit reform in Thursday ruling. Medical center says employee intentionally removed 57 vials of Moderna vaccine from fridge. The individual has been arrested, according to officials. Trump lawyer Lynn Wood says Jeffrey Epstein still alive in bizarre conspiracy tweets. Trump news, live, President blamed Kushner for election loss over COVID testing, report says. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. New, dog and cat food products recalled, tied to 28 deaths, Golical Prov. Live updates, Florida confirms its first case of new coronavirus strain, Fox News. Hence, House seek to dismiss Gohmert GOP suit aimed at letting him overturn election, Fox News. U.S. sees some indications of possible Iranian attack in Mideast, NBC News. MF Doom, intricate and enigmatic rapper and producer, dead at 49, NPR. New York Stock Exchange starts delisting China telecoms firms, AlJazeera.com. Ex-Bachelor Peter Weber, 5th place Kelly Flanagan split, our relationship simply didn't work out, Fox News. Wuhan, once world's COVID-19 epicenter, celebrates 2021 with large crowds, New York Post. Costco, Sam's Club and Best Buy are closed New Year's Day, but here is when Target, Walmart, Macy's are open Friday, USA Today. John Wall scores 22 in Houston Rockets debut following 2-year injury layoff, ESPN. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Secret Service switching up agents over concerns about Trump allegiances, report. NYPD releases shocking video of woman tackling black teen over cell phone she left in an Uber. Trump crows that everybody's calling to thank me for COVID-19 vaccine miracle. This is how bad the COVID-19 crisis is in Los Angeles right now. New Year's celebrations muted by coronavirus as curtain draws on 2020. 8 little ways to be a better partner in 2021. Minneapolis police release officer video in fatal shooting of Dalai. Federal execution team members are getting COVID. Secrecy has thwarted contact tracing. Phyllis McGuire, last of singing McGuire sisters, dies in Vegas at 89. Rapper MF Doom dies at 49. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Musicians band together to say bye to 2020. Vical held as town mourns death of teens. Mom mourns the loss of 50-year-old son fatally stabbed. Strangers help woman W desperate post. Brawl breaks out following bowl game. Mayor meets with victim of botched raid. Civil rights pioneer Hope Street named in his honor brings people together. Local woman creates adopt a nurse. Woman's windshield smashed by falling ice. Badly injured bald eagle has chance to live. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. 2020 belongs in the history books. Brexit customs checks make a quiet debut at UK ports. Infrared drones, search parties and a lasso, chasing a runaway llama. A monster wind turbine is upending an industry. Why emptier streets meant an especially deadly year for traffic deaths. An embattled public servant in a fractured France. Upcoming NHL season will have flashes of other difficult eras. How Trump tried, but largely failed, to derail America's top climate report. Why markets boomed in a year of human misery. Confessions of a virtual reality gym rat. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Dr. Robert Jeffress, forget 2020 and just move on? No, so fast. Do this first. Last Man Standing star Tim Allen says filming final season was horrible and emotional. Live updates, David Perdue to quarantine days before Georgia runoffs. Biden inauguration events to include coronavirus victims vigil at Lincoln Memorial. Portland police declare riot as city's unrest carries into New Year. Beer brand offers broken resolution preparedness kit filled with beer, bacon. Massachusetts state trooper wounded by gunfire late Thursday, reports. Live updates. Florida confirms its first case of new coronavirus strain. Live updates. Hawley's opposition to Biden win different than Boxer's 2004 fight, she says. Hence, House seek to dismiss Gohmert GOP suit aimed at letting him overturn election. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Friday, January 1st. The next headlines are from the 7th most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. 2021 predictions, what Psychic Nikki sees for us in the coming year, a slow transition back to normal. Shocking video, men on bicycles terrorize man, mother riding an SUV in Manhattan. Pet food recalled over toxic mold linked to deaths of 28 dogs. Cardinals-Rams preview, I just don't know if the Rams can generate enough points, says CBS Sports' Jonathan Jones. Deer with massive hammock stuck in antlers finally rescued, after 6 months. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. And these are the people who didn't stay home. NHS intensive care wards are busier than 2019 despite over 700 more beds. Streets that were eerily deserted at midnight were packed with New Year's Eve revelers a year ago. Parakeets face massive call as government considers shooting gray squirrels of the sky. The no-diet January, why you should ditch restrictive eating for healthy meals. Don't put me to sleep, I won't wake up, last words of COVID-stricken father before he died. New Year's Eve fireworks start early across Britain. Love Island's Zara Holland is held by police after trying to avoid COVID quarantining in Barbados. Kentucky police find no evidence of explosives after evacuating downtown Lexington. London's New Year light display is slammed for BLM fist salutes. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. Brazil scrambles to approve virus vaccine as pressure mounts. The looming questions the Brexit deal didn't answer. EU avoided chaos, explored new paths in turbulent 2020 year. Israel's virus surveillance tool tests its democratic norms. Around the world, many are having the quietest New Year's Eve in memory. 2020 was a remarkably difficult year, not only because of the pandemic. North Korea's Kim thanks people in rare New Year's cards. A year after coronavirus emerged in Wuhan, China, she declares 2020 a triumph. Japan's emperor acknowledges virus hardship in video message. Fewer people than usual will pop bottles of bubbly at midnight, pour one out for France's Champagne region. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Beekeepers brace for next round with Canada's murder hornets. Nowhere to be found, Harvard coalition says U.S. must fight to free young Uyghur leader. How an anti-elite TV drama became Iran's lockdown hit Holly Daggers. Robin Williams' widow, there were so many misunderstandings about what had happened to him. Belichick's exit plan and the J.J. Watt trade, NFL subplots to watch in 2021. William Gibson, I read Naked Lunch when it was still Kwesi Elizabeth. Eugene Wright, bassist with classic Dave Brubeck Quartet, dies age 97. From Pretty Woman to Mrs. Doubtfire, 10 of the best movie makeovers. Family detention still exists, immigration groups warn the fight is far from over. It's put Delaware on the map, Biden's win drags state from the shadows. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Wuhan, 1 year after COVID-19. New Year's revelries muted by virus as curtain draws on 2020. GOP Senator rebukes dangerous ploy to fight Biden victory. NFL on pace to set scoring record in 2020 season. Bomb-sniffing dogs, check. Times Square crowd, not this year. Live, ABC News Live. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Norway landslide, Swedes join search for 10 missing in Ask ravine. COVID pandemic dampens New Year celebrations around the world. Wall Street to kick out Chinese telecom giants. In pictures, New Year, but not quite as we know it. 10 African music stars to look out for in 2021. Brexit, we welcome the trade deal like a Christmas present. Moscow train carriage helps rehome stray pets. U.S. politics in 2021, what's in store for President-elect Biden? India's love affair with classic British motorbikes. Why 2021 could be turning point for tackling climate change. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. AP Top Stories January 1st day. Las Vegas rings in 2021 with fireworks and crowds. New Year celebrated around the world. New York's Times Square ball drop rings in 2021. Midnight cafeteria caters to Taipei stray cats. Today in history for January 1st. Coronavirus live updates. California surpasses 25,000 deaths. West Virginians injected with antibodies instead of vaccine. San Francisco's iconic Cliff House restaurant closes. Minneapolis police involved in first fatality since George Floyd. Body camera video released. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Op-ed, suspending drivers lie, sentences for missed traffic court dates does more harm than good. Deaths keep coming at one LA hospital as workers weep. Photos, despite a cancelled Rose Parade, the faithful still cruise the route. 12th Foster Farms worker in the Central Valley dies of COVID-19, sparking new safety concerns. Rose Parade 2021, everything to know about Friday's virtual event. LAX begins rapid coronavirus testing for travelers. San Francisco extends stay-home and travel orders, warns against New Year's gatherings. Ambulance scarcity, long 911 response times, COVID pushes LA County to brink of catastrophe. How worried should California be about the new, potentially more contagious variant of coronavirus? Garcetti urges LA residents to stay home on New Year's Eve. Los Angeles Police Department vows to crack down on gatherings. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Friday, January 1st, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More from other news sources is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Under pandemic pressure, drug makers raise prices, report. Fresh fears for Tokyo Olympics as host city sees surge in COVID-19 infections. Scottish leader tells EU Scotland will be back soon, renewing talks of independence. Puerto Rico commits $8 million to clean up debris and plan for rebuild Arecibo telescope. Canadian provincial cabinet minister caught vacationing in Hawaii. Singapore arrests man who spied for China and United States. China is guarding ancient bat caves against journalists and scientists seeking to discover the origins of the coronavirus. Two dormant volcanoes on Martinique and St. Vincent and the Grenadines begin to rumble and smoke. Cuban school teachers, journalists, lion tamers and doctors in training will earn same salary under reforms taking effect in New Year. Changes will quintuple minimum salary to equivalent of $87 a month and prices will jump as part of overhaul in which two currencies will be unified. We will be back soon, Scotland First Minister Nicola Sturgeon says as UK leaves EU's orbit. Crowds throng Wuhan, where coronavirus pandemic began, to celebrate New Year. Australia changes national anthem to reflect Indigenous past. Canada now resettles more refugees than any other country, mostly through private sponsorship. National Post. SolarWinds hackers access Microsoft source code. Trump was briefed that China sought to pay non-state actors to attack U.S. forces in Afghanistan. The next headlines are from Forbes. What are the biggest shocks England's FA Cup has ever produced? Burnley's new owners could help Sean Dyche rebuild for long-term Premier League success. New brand to know, Marfa stance. Politics as a career, what the polls say. Brooklyn Nets guard Kyrie Irving pays off tuition of 9 students at HBCU Lincoln University. P1 Harmony reflect on how their K-pop debut is nearly derailed by social media claims. The Oyster is the Hope Punk fiction podcast that we all need right now. Governor Gavin Newsom's authority to appoint Kamala Harris's successor called into question. 4 improv podcasts to keep us laughing through the pandemic. Fubo TV, solid positioning for sports betting. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,676,456,169 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Reese Witherspoon buys $16 million Brentwood estate. Sports agent 80 Ward sells $14.1 million Bel Air mansion. Tristan Thompson lists lakefront Ohio mansion. Kiss censors lyrics, blood in eye live stream to dodge strict Dubai obscenity laws. Danny Masterson harassment suit must go through Scientology mediation, judge rules. Michael Jordan awarded $46,000 for emotional damages but not full rights to his own name in China. Biden inauguration to include COVID-19 victim memorial ceremony. Disney, Warner Brothers, Universal TV put LA-based shows on hiatus amid COVID crisis. Gal Gadot globe hopped across Washington, D.C., London and the Canary Islands to film Wonder Woman 1984. Rapper MF Doom remembered by musicians, may your sound inspire music forever. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Don't let a pandemic winter get you down, 9 creative ways to socialize safely. After decades-long push, it's not clear who will bid in Arctic refuge oil lease sale. City of Detroit counters lawsuit from Black Lives Matter organization. South Korea faces third wave of coronavirus. What's ahead for the economy in 2021? United Kingdom completes its exit from the European Union. U.S. rings in New Year with subdued celebrations. Florida becomes third U.S. state to identify new coronavirus variant. Choices, chance and living while you can, bookends to the year of COVID-19. Pharmacist arrested, accused of destroying more than 500 million vaccine doses. The following headlines are from The Week. The Daily Gossip, 2021 will be the craziest party ever, Jennifer Lopez is going to wash away 2020 from her bathroom, and more. The year's best photojournalism. Frustration builds over slow pace of vaccine rollout. Bernie Sanders rails against McConnell's assertion that $2,000 checks are socialism for rich people. New Year's Eve celebration scaled back, scrapped amid pandemic. How stimulus checks could be withheld from the Americans who need them most. GOP Senator Ben Sasse says he hasn't heard a single congressional Republican dispute the election in private. New jobless claims unexpectedly decline for second week in a row. Biden inauguration plans nationwide memorial for COVID-19 victims. Irritated Trump will skip his Mar-a-Lago New Year's Eve party. The following headlines are from the Texas Observer. The Observer's best long-form stories of 2020. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Plans for a Mars sample return mission have moved to the next stage. Layers upon layers of rock and Cantor chasma on Mars. These are the news headlines for today, Friday, January 1st. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. 220 years ago today, Force asteroid discovered. Top 4 keys to understanding moon phases. Close and far moons of 2021. Lengths of lunar months 2021. Earth closest to Sun on January 2nd, 2021. January 2021 Guide to the Bright Planets. Why does the new year begin on January 1st? The sky in 2020. Oddly shaped near horizon suns and moons. Star Sirius rings in New Year. The next news is from Politico. Politico Europe's big, fact quiz of the year. The deaths that shook politics in 2020. Spain and UK strike deal to avoid hard border in Gibraltar after Brexit. Boris Johnson bids farewell to grimace of 2020. Janet Yellen made millions in Wall Street, corporate speeches. The new center of Trump's political world, Palm Beach. Hawley faces heat from Senate Republicans over Electoral College plans. Hence, Gohmert's fight to overturn the 2020 election results is with Congress, not me. Trump hotel looks to cash in on Biden inauguration. Purdue to quarantine days before Georgia runoff after close COVID contact. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Coronavirus updates live. Western Sydney records 3 mystery COVID-19 cases as states and territories shut borders to NSW. Victoria scrambles to put a lid on outbreak. Flexibility is necessary, but not at the workers' expense. Bobblehead, flowers and a racing helmet among the gifts from ministers. Queensland stays put on border ban as deadline looms for other states. Storms in Western Victoria cause widespread power outages. Family and friends mourn everyone's best mate, killed in alleged hit and run. Search underway for child last seen in Sunshine Coast River. Australian surfer Mikey Wright in dramatic surf rescue. 14 Dockers players face quarantine, AFLW Giants stick to all-bay plan. High school sweethearts welcome their New Year's Day baby into the world. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Biden's China priorities could be challenged by the landmark new EU-China investment treaty. Are January store sales under threat if consumers switch to online in a dire year for shops? New York Stock Exchange to delist 3 biggest Chinese telecoms to comply with Trump executive order. Ford and Indian automaker Mahindra call off joint venture. The Wall Street Journal, Pence seeks dismissal of suit seeking to allow him to overturn election results. The Wall Street Journal, U.S. to target more French, German wines, spirits with 25% tariffs. Market Extra, dollar suffers first annual drop since 2017. What's worth streaming? What will streaming bring in 2021? Here are 5 developments to watch. Deep dive, these are the best performing Nasdaq and S&P 500 stocks of 2020. Deep dive, these are the 20 worst performing S&P 500 stocks of 2020. Analysts see double-digit rebounds for 5 of them in 2021. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Inventor behind the worst gadget of all time jumps onto Trump sinking voter fraud ship, Gizmodo. Flirting with death, engaging in musical battles and fighting legal ones, the invention of the saxophone, by Clara Harris CLFS, this is local London. Directors Forum, a blog from USPTO's leadership, United States Patent and Trademark Office. The Year in Patents, 10 developments we'll remember from 2020, IPWatchdog.com. World faces COVID-19 vaccine apartheid, The Intercept. These 5 patents offer hints about what an Apple car could look like, KCTV Kansas City. Senators tell the USPTO to remove the arbitrary obstacles preventing inventors, especially women inventors, from getting patents, Tech Dirt. The next headlines are from Quartz. The best response to uncertainty is a master plan. World leaders shared messages of hope, and Trump bragged, in New Year Eve speeches. One new U.S. dietary guideline is worth ignoring. Your worst white lie at work never went this bad. Why it's actually better to go to bed early on New Year's Eve. There's a new boycott of Walmart, and this one won't work either. The world's largest free trade area starts up on January 1st, 2021. Why our superstitious New Year's Eve traditions are so important. A plan for fighting burnout after a year of extreme stress. Is SpaceX versus China the only space race that matters? The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. New Year's message, make the world a better place. Senators tell the USPTO to remove the arbitrary obstacles preventing inventors, especially women inventors, from getting patents. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. New Year's resolutions. Chinese New Year. Mariah Carey. Megan Thee Stallion. Cobra Kai Season 3. Time. Cyndi Lauper. Gwen Stefani. Louis Capaldi. Jennifer Lopez. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Ban them for 2 years, investigation after wild brawl erupts in college football clash between Mississippi and Tulsa, video. Portland police declared riot, claiming protesters hurled firebombs during night unrest, videos. Risky New Year, plane narrowly avoids crash in Colombia after colliding with pyrotechnic balloon, video. Locate inner at home, Neymar fires back after claims he flew in models for 500-person New Year extravaganza in Brazil, photos. Wall Street to ditch 3 Chinese telecom titans after Trump's blacklisting. Empty streets versus jubilant crowds, stark contrast between NYC and Wuhan on night provokes envy and accusations. Thanks for support in difficult times, and Korea's Kim issues rare New Year letter. Serbia starts pumping cheaper Russian natural gas via Turk Stream pipeline. 1 dead and 4 injured after semi-truck plows into Arizona home, photos. Florida detects first case of mutant UK COVID-19 strain as state smashes daily infection record with 17,100 plus positive tests. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. 2020's bioeconomic world war, communist China lead, millions of humans died. America's top New Year's resolutions for 2021. These are the 10 worst mayors in the nation in 2020. Fake pastors swindle churchgoers in $28 million FX crypto Ponzi scheme. Military and political trend of 2020 that will shape 2021. The wokest news stories of 2020, Tabi. Goldman's top charts of 2020. ISIS kills 28 Syrian troops near Palmyra in most devastating ambush in years. YouTube's top earner in 2020 is 9 years old. The Year in Review, 2020 and 20 visualizations. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. New Year, new era as UK begins post-Brexit future. Dozens killed in eastern Dr. Congo attack blamed on ADF, officials. Biden's China policy, balancing engagement with deterrence. Pakistan regional gov to fund construction of destroyed temple. Making sense of Australia's climate exceptionalism. Ethiopia troops kill dozens following musician's murder, report. Many killed in southern Algeria road accident. Egypt summons Ethiopia diplomat over Nile Dam remarks. Small firms, little engines that could save the global economy. End of the line, Malaysia, Singapore kill high-speed rail project. The next headlines are from Breitbart. 5 presidential elections set to shake up the world in 2021. 2020's big winners, billionaires, Silicon Valley tech lords, and communist China. 9 countries and cities toning down New Year's Eve in response to the pandemic. Video nonprofit helps donate roof to grandma raising 5 kids, God answers prayers. Trump extends order halting visas to prioritize Americans for U.S. jobs. Hospital, employee intentionally destroys some 500 doses of coronavirus vaccine. 2020 roundup, President Donald Trump's space legacy will last for light years. Boxer, I don't regret objecting to electoral college certification in 2004, no comparison between me and GOP. Video, Arkansas doctor forgives $650K of cancer patient's debt. House Republicans rush to join electoral college challenge. The next headlines are from UPI News. Nebraska woman's $200,000 jackpot is her second lottery win. Watch, Pennsylvania farm show seeking butter sculptures for virtual contest. Bermuda family finds message in a bottle from U.S. boat crew. Man files lawsuit over Hawaiian rolls not being made in Hawaii. Watch, Michigan Zoo seeks Christmas tree donations for goat food. Look, server at Florida restaurant gets $2,020 tip. Look, escaped sleigh horse caught running loose on highway. Loose llama lassoed after 17 days on the lam. The next headlines are from odd, strange and bizarre things. 5 epic New Year's events around the world. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Memory cop uses incredible face recognition skills to catch 2,100 suspects including people in face masks. How to be happier in 2021, toss out your usual list of New Year's resolutions, says study. Grandfather of homeless animals graduates from veterinary program to care for stray dogs. Boy thought his pandemic birthday would be no fun, then a magician got involved, watch his eyes. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Friday, January 1st. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Linwood's ex-law partners claim he was taped admitting to assaults, asserting he may be Christ coming back for second time. The McTrain, the rise and fall of McDonald's ambitious plan to conquer the railroads. Blood everywhere, aggressive squirrels terrorizing, attacking NYC residents for weeks. China tests hypersonic jet engine able to reach anywhere on Earth within 2 hours. Worker deliberately spoiled 500 doses of COVID-19 vaccine, Wisconsin health officials say. The mermaids taking to the sea at Aussie beaches. Wisconsin Badgers accidentally shattered trophy while celebrating Duke's Mayo Bowl win. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Bad news for liars, scientists discover unethical and effective lie detection method. Surprise, beer cans are less polluting than glass bottles. How a tiny mutant worm is helping find a cure for a rare form of cancer. A psychologist's guide to changing the minds of anti-maskers. The Kalashnikov CV-1 was meant to kill Tesla and impress Putin, but where is it? Light on STEM toys this year, these kits can get a kid fully engaged in learning again. A comprehensive guide to TypeScript for JavaScript developers. The 10 video games that made 2020 bearable. Kids who hit soccer balls are more likely to develop dementia, neurologists say. R.I.P. Arecibo telescope, you'll be missed. The following headlines are from Science Daily. See live cells with 7 times greater sensitivity using the new microscopy technique. Traditional Ghanaian medicine show promise against tropical diseases. Desalination breakthrough could lead to cheaper water filtration. Stretching diamond for next generation microelectronics. Spontaneous robot dances highlight a new kind of odor in active matter. Multiple mosquito blood meals accelerate malaria transmission. New virtual screening strategy identifies existing drug that inhibits COVID-19 virus. Asian tiger mosquito poses low risk for Zika virus outbreaks. Social media safety messages, pictures should match the words. Study points the way to boost immunotherapy against breast cancer, other solid tumors. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Friday, January 1st from over 100 sources to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Technicians top 7 companies added $3.4 trillion in value in 2020. It's game over for Farmville, as Flash also buys the farm. New York Stock Exchange to delist Chinese telco giants on U.S. executive order. Alphabet unit wing blasts new U.S. drone ID rule, citing privacy. Trade Insight Gazelle is ending trade-ins. T-Mobile data breach exposed phone numbers, call records. Microsoft says SolarWinds hackers viewed source code. 10-year-long study confirms no link between playing violent video games as early as 10 years old and aggressive behavior later in life. Apple took 3 years to cut ties with supplier that used underage labor. Mitsubishi Heavy to build biggest zero-carbon steel plant. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Illinois residents enter New Year quietly due to pandemic. Names of murder victims in St. Louis City and County read aloud at candlelight vigil. Ballpark Village hosts socially distant New Year's Eve celebration. At least one injured in shooting at Missouri Mall. It's 2021. Watch cities around the U.S. ring in the new year. Chicago mayor meets with victim of botched police raid. Mudded and Idat prepare for icy New Year's Eve weather. Debris from recycling center fire in DeSoto still blocking a residential street. Hawley's plan to object to electoral college results derided as political stunt. Wisconsin hospital worker arrested for spoiled vaccine doses. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Stage collapses at New Year's Eve warehouse party, injuring one. Photos, New Year's revelries muted by virus as curtain draws on 2020. Shutdown, impeachment, virus, chaotic Congress wins down. Border reports top 10 stories of 2020. Pedestrian killed in collision with car in La Mesa. Iran's foreign minister says President Trump trying to fabricate pretext to attack Iran. $10,000 fines for mass gatherings in Fresno approved by City Council. New coronavirus variant reported in Florida, marking nation's third confirmed case. County warns of consequences as it monitors dozens of planned night parties. Iconic North Park sporting goods store closes after 80 years. The next headlines are from spooknews.com. Use of spy camera inside Peru business leads to an arrest. Here's the first in-engine teaser for Stalker 2. Amish woman's disappearance, murder court hearing delayed, reports. How domestic abusers have exploited technology during the pandemic. New California laws in 2021 address coronavirus, fires, business, labor. The X-Men can now spy on just about anyone. Faces and stories of 58 notorious criminals locked up in the UK in 2020. 18 women with sick texts released from jail after just 6 months. New California laws address virus, fires, law enforcement, Santa Monica Daily Press. A shady Israeli intel genius, his cyber spy van and million-dollar deals. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. Russian blogger sneaks into fighter jet plant in Moscow. Ukrainian army adopts new anti-materiel sniper rifles. Danish army awards new contract to General Dynamics for Eagle 44 vehicles. Russia delivers Su-30 fighters with French-made advanced avionics to Belarus. GE Aviation receives $111 for turboshaft engines in support of CH-53K initial production. Ukraine discloses further details of an 178-100R medium transport aircraft. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Friday, January 1st, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. San Francisco business owner starts petition for long-term aid. Santa Clara County has received 95,000 COVID vaccine doses so far. SFPD, no parties allowed on New Year's Eve amid COVID spike. Here's a look back at the biggest celebrity scandals of 2020. California passes 25,000 deaths, finds 3 more variant cases. Vegas Nye, music icon Donny Osmond wishes a happy new year. Vegas Nye, Raiders linebacker Javin White sends New Year wishes. Vegas Nye, Chef Sam Choi's 2021 greeting. Vegas Nye, the Chippendales wish all you ladies a happy new year. Fresno City Council votes to fine $10,000 for mass gatherings. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Quiet New Year gives breathing room after UK-EU Brexit split. Milwaukee set to take on division foe Chicago. Washington takes on Minnesota, aims to stop 5-game slide. Utah and Los Angeles square off for conference matchup. Indiana and New York face off for conference matchup. 1 person killed, 1 wounded in Aurora shooting. Critic trying to knock Des Plaines mayoral candidate off ballot. Iconic gas station closes in Arlington Heights. Looking back at 2020 in high school sports, a year like no other. Suburbs seeing another uptick in COVID-19 cases. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Don't go low, photo enforcement on the West Seattle Low Bridge begins January 11th. Year in review, Seattle's biggest stories of 2020. New Washington laws going into effect in 2021. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Drought is ongoing in Argentina. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Chile. Drought is ongoing in Georgia, Kazakhstan, Russia, Ukraine. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Peru, Paraguay, Uruguay. Drought is ongoing in Peru. Drought is ongoing in Mexico, United States. Drought is ongoing in Algeria, Spain, Morocco. Drought is ongoing in China, India, Nepal, Pakistan. Drought is ongoing in Armenia, Azerbaijan, Iran, Lebanon, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Friday, January 1st in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in the news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. We'll enjoy cool and dry weather to kick off 2021. Liberty Company woman kidnapped at gunpoint found safe in Illinois. Liberty Company woman was kidnapped at gunpoint by man who was stalking her, family says. Galveston Bay Park would complement proposed coastal barrier. Texas-shaped bike route takes you through Houston's newest paths and trails. Powerball crowned 2021's first millionaire during New Year's Rockin' Eve on ABC. Favorite Texas supermarket unsurprisingly bags Grocer of the Year award. 3-year-old boy dies after being found injured, HPD says. Breakdown of when and where to get COVID-19 vaccine in Houston. Teenagers could be compensated for vaccine trial in Houston. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Murakami urges politicians to speak sincerely about virus. The latest, Bangkok shuts down venues as virus spreads. Ranked rivals, Virginia Tech matchup highlights ACC. Our children die in our hands, floods ravage South Sudan. Report, Ethiopian forces killed scores in July unrest. US beats Sweden 4-0 for third straight shutout, wins Group E. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Ticketmaster fined $10 million by feds in hacking of competitor's website. Extra, millions of COVID vaccine doses could expire. NY1 loses 5 female anchors and reporters as network settles discrimination lawsuit. Then and now, recreating old photos of the Bronx. New video shows woman tackling black teenager at Soho Hotel. Fort Dix reports worst federal prison coronavirus outbreak with 442 cases. The first Times Square Nightball was 700 pounds of iron and wood. Coronavirus updates, Day of Remembrance for COVID victims to be held March 14th. All systems go, Times Square New Year's Ball, confetti are ready to welcome 2021. De Blasio vows NYC will administer 1 million vaccine doses by end of January. The next headlines are from Observer.com. This startup grows real steak from beef cells in a lab. The best TV and movies to cure your New Year's hangovers. News of the world is a worthy throwback to the westerns of yore. COVID-19 vaccine chaos, record death as millions of doses could be wasted. Not even Michelle Pfeiffer can save French exit from its incompetence. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. Next, info on a few earthquakes today from earthquaketoday.com. Minor earthquake 3.51 mag, 1 kilometer S of Gunica, Puerto Rico. Minor earthquake, 3.6 mag strikes near Gunica in Puerto Rico. Minor earthquake, 3.86 mag strikes near Boca de Yuma in Dominican Republic. Minor earthquake, 3 mag has occurred near Punta Cana in Dominican Republic. Minor earthquake 3.39 mag, 54 kilometers WSW of Stella, Puerto Rico. Minor earthquake, 3.5 mag was detected near Cruz Bay in U.S. Virgin Islands. Minor earthquake, 3.2 mag strikes near San Antonio in Puerto Rico. Minor earthquake, 3.1 mag strikes near Cruz Bay in U.S. Virgin Islands. Minor earthquake, 2.87 mag was detected near Thermal in CA. Minor earthquake 3.9 mag, 15 kilometers S of Stanley, Idaho. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Cost of doing business, big banks have paid $195 billion in fines since 2000. Is continuity of government planning for Trump attempt to remain in power? 2020 ends with around 20 million Americans still on jobless benefits. UK woman arrested for filming inside empty hospital. The American money tree, the untold story of USA to Israel. China's clampdown on COVID-19 origins exposed as AP journalists tailed, sample seized. Quinn, give me liberty or give me a face diaper. Homeless advocacy group occupies family hotel, refuses to pay bill. Los Angeles vaccine recipients can put the proof in Apple Wallet. How to defeat big tech censorship. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Did scientists conclude asymptomatic COVID patients cannot spread virus? Snopes Awards 2020, honoring our lamplighters. Why do we use ice in drinks? Did Stacey Abrams' sister oversee a court case involving Abrams? Serial squirrel, neighbors keep eye out for fierce rodent. Is Times Square closed to crowds on New Year's for first time in history? Can bidders win a chance to virtually implode Trump's Atlantic City casino? Minneapolis to release bodycam video in fatal shooting. No reason given for Trump cutting short his Florida vacation. Sport mixed pet foods recalled over possible link to dog deaths. The next headlines are from factcheck.org. Our most popular posts in 2020. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. These Rika women's winter boots prevent fashion faux pas and Red Sox woodies. Start your new year right with a pot of black-eyed peas. Dear God, these things actually happened in 2020. How reading helped me navigate the pandemic. Celeb docs failed us during COVID. Let's leave them in 2020 where they belong. Japan's prime minister is already flunking out. How much of the Prince Harry and Meghan Markle show will adorable Archie steal? Why did this swanky high-rise in Houston get vaccines ahead of most people? Sandals Resort's mid-pandemic reopening is off to a rough start. The hot new vaccine shortcut that could go horribly wrong. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Dick Thornburg, ex-governor and U.S. Attorney General, dead at 88. Giants' Jason Garrett back from COVID and set to face Cowboys. Triple shooting at NYC hotel believed to be first homicide of 2021. 4 Knicks guards out versus Raptors. Small crowd in Times Square rings in New Year with low-key celebration. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. The sky this week. Earth rings in the new year with our closest approach to the sun. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Ice Age woolly rhino found in melting Siberia permafrost. The following headlines are from alienUFOsightings.com. Elon Musk, 1 million humans could live on Mars by the 2060s. Controversial Bill Gates-funded plan to dim the sun's rays moves forward quietly. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Maryland Congressman Jamie Raskin's son dies at age 25. Ontario's Finance Minister Rod Phillips abruptly quits amid Caribbean vacation flag. Dick Thornburg, George H.W. Bush's Attorney General and Pennsylvania Governor, dead at 88. Kim Jong-un wishes North Koreans Happy New Year in surprise cards, state media. Arizona mom accused of assaulting her 3 COVID-positive kids. Peru police kill 2 farm workers protesting for higher wages, president apologizes. New Year, new rules, world celebrates 2021 through COVID restrictions. Pete Buttigieg to visit Hudson River Tunnel as Schumer pushes for Gateway project. Britain completes formal economic break with European Union. Minneapolis police release video footage after fatal shooting. The following headlines are from military.com. West Virginia rallies to beat Army 24-21 in Liberty Bowl. Navy unveils updated plan to help ship watch standers get better sleep. First female Green Beret faces minor misdemeanor charge for accidentally firing gun, police say. U.S. to move aircraft carrier out of Mideast amid Iran tension. Iran escalates threats as anniversary of Soleimani's strike nears. China accuses U.S. of show of force with Taiwan Strait passage. The Army is pursuing a device that can turn battlefield ditch water into life-saving fluid. The Air Force has big plans for its flying car in 2021. James Richardson, soldier in Merrill's Marauders, dies at 99. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. The pandemic's cruel toll. More than 16,000 Illinoisans died from COVID-19 in 2020, disproportionately the elderly, poor and people of color. Coronavirus in Illinois updates. 8,009 new confirmed and probable COVID-19 cases and 133 additional deaths reported Thursday. Illinois expunges nearly 500,000 cannabis cases as part of legalization. Employees at suburban Milwaukee clinic unknowingly gave out 57 shots with deliberately ruined vaccine, pharmacist arrested. After giving up GOP leadership post, 3-time candidate for governor Bill Brady resigns from the Illinois Senate. The Lipinski era. A wintry mix of rain and snow is forecast for New Year's Day. Here are the warmest, coldest, snowiest and wettest since 1872. Another storm sets its sights on Chicago, bringing a glaze of snow and ice on New Year's Day. Man found shot dead in McKinley Park neighborhood. 4 Chicago restaurants, 2 businesses cited for violating coronavirus guidelines over Christmas weekend. The following headlines are from phys.org. Controlling the nanoscale structure of membranes is key for clean water, researchers find. COVID-19 dominates annual list of banished words, terms. Magnitude 3.6 earthquake jolts San Francisco Bay Area. Changes, challenges, the not-so-secret life of pandemic pets. Light-responsive E. coli functional biofilms as scaffolds for hydroxyapatite mineralization. Well-preserved ice-age woolly rhino found in Siberia. Eastern Caribbean issues rare alert for rumbling volcanoes. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Friday, January 1st, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. Lonely pair of mystifying space objects found traversing the void. Has 2020 ended as the warmest year on record? The search for life on Mars begins in February. Questions from 1920 still haunt neuroscience. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Italy's Uffizi opens Dante anniversary with virtual exhibit. Our children die in our hands, floods ravage South Sudan. U.S. companies to face China tariffs as exclusions expire. Hedge fund seeks full control of Tribune Publishing, a major news chain. The following headlines are from mercurynews.com. Bridge, January 1st, 2021. Word game, January 1st, 2021. Horoscopes January 1st, 2021, lighten up, and refuse to let the little things get to you. Ask Amy, the family creep told my sister she's his dirty little secret. Harriet Cole, this simple daily habit can change your life. Miss Manners, her comments about her baby's looks disturb me. Dear Abby, 7 resolutions for the first day of the new year. Pacifica, pedestrian injured in traffic collision on Highway 1. Hollister police investigating man's death as suspicious. Why is the number 14 toll booth still closed after Bay Bridge death? Roadshow. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. The latest, Bangkok shuts down venues as virus spreads. Florida crime dropped, murder rose in first 6 months of 2020. Black players bemoan loss of community basketball courts. Tour Newman Cigar Factory and be like walking back in time. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Biden's cabinet of firsts betrays a cynical approach to diversity. World faces COVID-19 vaccine apartheid. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Friday, January 1st, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. Clinical criteria for diagnosing autism inadequate for people with genetic conditions. New proposal for how aerosols drive increased atmospheric convection in thunderstorm clouds. Model predicts global threat of sinking land will affect 635 million people worldwide. COVID-19's impact on cancer prevention and control in Africa. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Man fatally shot in Bronzeville, police. 2 officers hospitalized in Logan Square collision, police. 1 killed, 1 injured in Aurora shooting, police. Horoscope for Friday, January 1st, 2021. Coronavirus Live blog, December 31st, 2020. Coronavirus variant found on West Coast as Fauci warns of more cases. Person killed in West Lawn shooting, police. Pritzker marks New Year's Eve by expunging nearly 500,000 marijuana arrest records, pardoning thousands more. Short-handed Bulls win second straight thanks to an unlikely hero. Boy, 15, shot in Bronzeville. Palace Intrigue episode 149, who wins Packers Bears? The following headlines are from Riverfront Times St. Louis. With drink 314, Jordan Palmer aims to distill St. Louis craft beer and spirits scene. Josh Hawley and Walmart had a Twitter fight. The next headlines are from Detroit Metro. Michigan hated 2020 more than any other state, according to Twitter data. Michigan electoral votes expected to be challenged in Congress. Supino Pizzeria's new center location is almost ready to open. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Friday, January 1st, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Openings and closings, Kraft Burger Katie, Bagel Shop Bakery Bel Air. Houston's 5 best weekend food bets, brunch your way into the new year. NFL Week 17 finally, Titans Texans, 4 things to watch for. Oliver Penn releases new single Squash Blossom. As COVID-19 surges, local leaders warn against New Year super spreader shindigs. Heights monolith disappears, leaves behind cheese pizza. Top 20 most 2020 songs of 2020. Sexy Leatherface? Sure, why not? Upcoming Houston food events, virtual wine, beer and cheese tasting. Best concerts of 2020, Amanda Shires. The next headlines are about world records making news. Don't worry about being called next Bolt, just want to put on a show, pole vault star Duplantis, scroll in. World record holder Chan faces doubles partner Chu in Asian virtual event, South China Morning Post. Swimming World January 2021, Michael Andrew, taking the road less traveled, Swimming World magazine. Armand Mundo Duplantis, I want to be the best pole vaulter to ever live exclusive interview, Lion. The Achilles heel in Israel's record-breaking vaccine drive, Haaretz.com. I'm fascinated by power, force and bravery, the woman who surfed the biggest recorded wave of 2020, The Guardian. Long Island man tries to beat Guinness World Record, open 66 champagne bottles in 1 minute, WPIX 11 New York. SwimSwam's 11 most liked Instagram photos of 2020, SwimSwam. USC Swim and Dive in 2020, annual recap, University of Southern California official athletic site. Bomb cyclone in Northern Pacific Ocean breaks all-time records, The Washington Post. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Inventor behind the worst gadget of all time jumps onto Trump sinking voter fraud ship. Microsoft says SolarWinds hackers also broke into its source code. You'll soon be able to check the status of your $600 stimulus check. The best superhero movies to revisit, since we didn't get many in 2020. The 10 best deals of December 31st, 2020. That is one big pile of savings. A Hisense L5 100 inches 4K laser TV projector is $1,600 off at by Dig. Pet food recalled after at least 28 dogs die, FDA says. Meet the pint-sized robots that spontaneously dance. The best gaming chairs, according to our gamers. Goodbye and good riddance to farmed eel. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Telfar in Australia at 107.42 degrees Fahrenheit or 41.9 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Delaagir in Russia at minus 66.64 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 54.8 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. How the humble slime mold helped physicists map the cosmic web. New battery chemistry results in first rechargeable zinc-air battery. Activist hedge fund advises Intel to outsource CPU manufacturing. Basking shark families go on road trips in search of fine dining. Ars Technica's 2021 Death Watch, 2020 was just the beginning. Next, announcements from the World Health Organization. WHO issues its first emergency use validation for a COVID-19 vaccine and emphasizes need for equitable global access. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Why the mutant coronavirus is a potential catastrophe, report. Conservative writer reveals 3 main fears insiders have about Trump's last days in office. Downtown Lexington is being evacuated, RV causes panic in Kentucky. Kelly Loeffler takes break from campaigning to praise Donald Trump, Jr. GOP lawsuit against Mike Pence may backfire, and prove yet again Trump lost, net. Republican releases video debunking Trump's conspiracies, I want you to buckle up. Straight up Jim Crow racism, longtime GOP strategist calls out Republican Josh Hawley. Demonstrators march on Chicago gun violence after bloody 2020. Incredibly embarrassed and humiliated Trump can't even face his folks at Mar-a-Lago, CNN. 8 deaths every 10 minutes, LA begs revelers to avoid eye gatherings. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Trump loyalists aim to block Biden's goal to rejoin Iran and Paris agreements. I just wish coronavirus had never happened. The heroes and monsters of 2020. Monsters of 2020, Celebrity Substack. Top 10 things you might not know but probably should. Top 10 photos of 2020. Top 10 lunatics of 2020. Top 10 predictions for 2021. Why do conservatives keep posting pictures of awful food? Today is Top 10 Day. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. New Year's, Trump, China's vaccine, your Thursday evening briefing, The New York Times. A new frontier is opening in the search for extraterrestrial life, The Washington Post. Sykesville residents Dan and Cott Eckhart peer into future, unveil predictions for 2021, Baltimore Sun. Was that the dropped call from ET, The New York Times? Explained, why is there new interest in Proxima Centauri, the closest star to Sun, the Indian Express? Going viral, The Economist. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. For New Year's resolutions, never think you're too old to become a beginner, The Wall Street Journal. Big data analysis suggests role of brain connectivity in epilepsy-related atrophy, The Suburban newspaper. The next items are the top results for news about longevity and immortality. Ozone in the air is bad for birds, Massive Science. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Friday, January 1st, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. 6-month countdown to UFO disclosures started by coronavirus bill. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Friday, January 1st, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. True Strange News Fair Use Statement. No Views News is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2020 by No Views News. All rights reserved.